Don't talk, just listen. First of all, I have to be honest with you, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I lied. When I told you I wanted to see you again.
Welcome.
Can you?
Before I see your bra, to the Claudia Jordan Show and my pigeons. Yes, we are here for another fun-filled week filled with information, inappropriate jokes, offbeat humor, and 5 sexy bitches that's going to give it to you raw. Now, I'm going to stop calling you guys bitches. 5 sexy ladies, they are going to give it to you straight up because we don't know any other way, right?
That's right.
That's right. It's the Claudia Jordan Show. Who's in the house?
Tina Davina is here.
Who's in the house?
Flora's here, y'all.
Who's in the house?
Your girl Portia's in the house.
Who's in the house?
Shelly Rio.
All right. And I'm your host, Claudia Jordan. Second week of Celebrity Apprentice aired last night. What'd you guys think?
It was hilarious.
Wow. Hilarious.
Shout out to Tom Green.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, love
Claudia.
Tom Green. You and your one testicle. Go, boy.
Claudia, if I was you, I would have, I don't know, Melissa?
I
That
know.
couldn't have been me.
But they did cut a lot of stuff out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the way, okay, the black girl, they always expect you to go crazy and go nuts on people. And I said when I first got on the show, I'm not going to be Omarosa. I'm not going to hit below the belt unless it's absolutely necessary. Now, some might argue that she deserved it, but I felt like by taking the higher road, I looked way classier last night, and she looked like an idiot. I feel like it made her look like, what are you talking about? You came up with the idea. It's clear that you didn't.
Yeah.
It made her look more crazy by me not saying anything, and I kind of got to just sit back and let them kind of hash it out. And
But the camera shot was right on you. You looked at her and was like, I know this lady. I didn't say that this is her
Kind of like
idea.
the shock was on her face like this.
Claudia was like,
Okay.
I was like,
You did, though. It was good, though.
it was good.
Good editing. Good editing.
They edited the hell out of that show.
Yeah,
I
'cause
will say.
You would not have left. Even if you are sick,
No.
I know you would have thugged it out.
No, after the commercial break, you would have seen this
Yeah.
like this.
And if anyone missed it, they can catch it on MSNBC. Is that correct?
Yes, whatever episodes on Sundays, repeats on Saturday on MSNBC, like you said. And there's also, you can watch it on Hulu.com, which is an affiliate of NBC, so you can watch all the NBC shows. So please check it out. Support your girl. We're going into week 3. And next week we have to sell wedding dresses. So Tom
that's
Green,
right up your alley.
You might try to get Tom Green on the show next week. So I don't want to commit him to it, but he's project manager next week, and I'd love to get him on and
That'd be great.
talk about weddings and stuff. So
Nice.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But our topic tonight is when I talk about baby madness. When is enough? Well, let me say that again. Baby madness. When is enough enough? You know, give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We're on Sirius 106 and XM 149. You know, you can't, unless you've been under a rock, you've got to know about this Octomom and the 8 kids she just had, but she had 6 already. And she's not the only one. I mean, we make a lot of jokes about Speedy, who has 8 kids. Genuine, 8 kids.
Yes.
Sean Kemp, I think, 7 kids.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys out there that have a lot of babies. And, you know, when is enough enough? Some countries like China, they impose laws where you can only have a certain amount of kids. And having girl babies is just out of the question.
Yeah, right.
So I want to know your thoughts on this. I mean, I know this is like, you know, and we're going to talk about also abortions and the choice whether to abort or not to abort. And some of these people, I mean, I don't know. I think some of these people may want to consider making a little trip to the Van Nuys Planned Parenthood on corner of Van Nuys.
Oh, you know the cross street.
And Oxnard.
Okay.
Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. Baby madness. When is enough enough? Question, when is enough enough when it comes to having kids? I just want to put a little warning out, a little heads up, you guys. I had an accident this weekend, and I had a concussion, and I broke my finger. So I'm not my usual quick self. I may stutter more than normal today. I'm definitely out of it. I have a lump on my head, and I have a real concussion. Like,
And how did you get
we'll get
there?
into that later.
Right.
You need
What
a video
happened
camera
was-
on your daily life.
I'll explain that later on.
And you need an aid.
But
Right. She's like a TA. That's a sign. Or
signs of concussion. I was lightheaded. I was hot. I had hot
Yes.
flashes, colds, and I was dizzy. I was disoriented, and I was having mood swings.
And the most important, loss of memory.
And I have a lump on my head.
Right. But she already says she has a bad memory, so this is not a good look for her.
No.
No.
Okay, so let's get into it. Our topic tonight. Tina, you know what? Let's kick it off with your poem, and that'll get us on track. And I'm going to go and eat my chicken while you eat your poem. All right.
It's called A Teenage Love. My heart beats faster, my hunger grows, longing to see you pitter-patter. I'm starting to show signs of a teenage love. I ask myself, am I really ready for this? Should have known when to say when, though still convinced I could handle this, carrying a baby on my hip as if it were hip, following the trend, filling the void, blending in the pack, creating my own family to love me back. If only it could be as simple as that. Replace the lack of parenting and raise a friend, someone to love me to the very end. Play pretend grown-up world. Forget that I am a teenage girl and this baby isn't a little doll, standing behind my imaginary wall until the bills start to pile and the tears start to fall. And I realize I was never ready at all, struggling to stand tall, because all in all, it is me he or she will look up to. Damn.
Wow.
You got a little jizzle on the side of your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
got a little bit of gravy on
Sorry, I
it.
was eating some corn Shout out to KFC. Good poem, Tina.
Thank you.
A teenage love. Yeah, that's got to be a disturbing thing to be a teenager and find yourself pregnant. You know what I mean? And what are you going to do?
It's such a growing epidemic right now. There's been a couple of shows that I've seen that are talking about that. Tyra had something on her show about it, and it's just in the papers right now where it's suddenly cool to become pregnant at this really young age. Honestly, I'm hoping with Obama in the office that our morals will change and priorities will change, because I got a little girl and I don't want her to see it grow up like that.
Now, Flora, you grew up and you always reference that you helped raise some kids growing up. So what do you think about this? About the kids that you raised, were they the kids of young parents or were they older?
Yes, absolutely. My brothers and sisters had their kids before they were even 21. My sister had hers at 18. My mother had me at 15. I mean, my mother had me at 40, but her first kid at 15. So, at 15, 16.
Damn, your mom was getting a period for 25 years?
I mean, my mom was just spitting out kids.
More than that.
When I was going to my prom, my mom was like, when I was your age, I had 2 kids. I was like, really? I'm going to prom. It's crazy.
Portia.
Yes.
I don't think I can't believe I'm asking you about sex, but what do you think's a good age to start having babies?
Ooh, a good age to start having babies? Gosh, when you're ready. I think, like me personally, I have a lot of friends, at least 8 last year, that actually had kids, and it's surreal to me because I can't really
You have
understand.
older friends, so friends
No,
your
no, no, I'm
age,
talking
or
about friends that are my age, and I either went to junior high school or high school with. The girl actually that I went to junior high school with, she was 12, and she disappeared. Nobody knew what happened. She came back, and she had a daughter, and her and the guy actually are still together this day. They're married, and they're thankfully doing good, but I definitely feel that you have to wait till you're ready. I personally want to be married. I don't want to be anybody's baby mama, because I don't think that,
Shout out to Shelly Rio right next to you. Jesus Christ.
She's married.
Yeah,
She's married, though.
I know, but
She's got a great husband that helps her, and hopefully they have a baby.
Got to point that out, though.
But, but she's of age, and she's older than I am. I mean, I'm the youngest one here, so I wouldn't want a child
Well, she had her first kid at 19, right, Shelly
Yeah,
Rio?
I'm
Let's
18.
let's get into that. So, how'd you feel? We joke about it a lot, but we had a trip to Phoenix, and on our trip, you talked about you got pregnant at 19, right? Or you had a baby at 19.
I got pregnant when I was 18. I had him when I was 19.
Now, was the baby's middle name Alize? Because you did tell me you were
Shut up.
His middle name is Gary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gary Bud Light Rio.
All right.
Something for my baby.
I'm not just you. No.
Nothing to do with it.
No, but okay. So we talked about this a little bit, and we're gonna have try to have a semi-serious show tonight, but real issues. So we talked about this before, and you said there was a time you considered not having a child.
Yeah.
And then?
I actually found out on my birthday that I was pregnant. Yeah. And me and the guy were not together, and it was really upsetting for me. And
You guys had broken up.
we broken up. I had just moved out of the group home, so I had no support, no family, no nothing. Like, literally nothing. And I'm just like, how am I going to raise a child? There's no way I can do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have an abortion. I went on the Yellow Pages and found this company that said, are you pregnant? Don't know what to do? So, of course, I called. And they sent me all this stuff, and they were anti-abortion.
Oh, you called the wrong one.
They sent me a tape, they sent me a poem, they sent me pictures, like everything under the sun you can imagine. And I was like hysterical in tears, like, oh my god, I have to have my baby. There's no way that I can do this.
It scared you into having a baby.
It really scared me. And so I had my baby, and I'm so happy I did because I love him to death. And thankfully, his dad's, well,
His dad.
yeah, his dad is here and is aware. But I I did go through a lot of different things, but I'm happy that I kept him. And
Was there ever a time where well, I guess you can't really say that because you already like him now.
Exactly.
You know what though? Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're attached. Like, if it's just a fetus, you're going to be like, whatever. But you're attached. Like, you actually know
no,
him
like
now, so-
no, literally.
I'm saying.
Wait, no. When I
Am I going the wrong direction?
Do
right now?
not try and clean this up. Do not even attempt.
No, because if it's just a fetus, it's a massive cell.
No, but do you see
his name is Gary, so it's different. I looked in his eyes today.
No, if you see the things that this company sent me, like you would like it went from like it being a speck on the wall
Right,
to like
to
like
seeing
it
a
really,
little-
like I don't know.
They showed it
your
smiling.
Poem,
Right.
If you would have read this poem, I don't know. I was like hysterical in tears, and I was like nobody could have talked me into getting it. I was just like I can't do it.
Wow, and you were ready. You were set on having an abortion.
I really was.
Wow.
Because I was going to model, I was going to travel the world, I was going to move to Miami, and
Can't do
all
it
that
with the
just
kids.
And for
stopped.
you're someone that chose life, I guess, and you've still been able to have a full life. You still do a lot of things. Like you get down.
No, yeah, I do.
You have fun. I mean, you have fun.
I'm a fun girl.
you go to events and you know, Miami, we kick it, do it up, Fiesta.
I mean, yeah, but when I first had him, it wasn't like that, you know. So when I see these people that are having all these children, I'm like, you don't have the money to do it. I don't understand it, because I'm like, why would you put yourself in that situation and struggling, going on welfare, and doing all these things when you could have prevented this whole thing from happening?
Right.
You know, so